We also have another speaker today who happens to be visiting, I think, for Godwit Days, and also to check in with CJ. Let me give you a little bit of background here. We started a collaborative project led by the Arcata New Club and CJ Ralph, who was president. CJ has bird survey stations all over the world, including in Costa Rica, and the lead person in Costa Rica who runs the bird surveys is Pablo Elizando. His nickname is Chespi, and he happens to be quite the leader in his community and a member of an amazing Rotary Club in Costa Rica in the capital, San Jose, and consists of leaders of the country who belong to that club, and every member has a project, a major project. His project then, that he and CJ devised, was to set up funding opportunities for local businesses so they could access the web and try and establish businesses with small loans that are provided by a matching grant that CJ, his club, applied for, and we contributed some funding towards that project. So Pablo Chespi here is visiting and thought this would be a great opportunity to report to you progress with that project. So let us give a warm welcome to Chespi.
Very much. Well, I really appreciate, first of all, your contributions to the project, and second, the opportunity to update you a little bit on what's going on with this project. This is a micro-lending project down in Costa Rica. This pretty much means, or is equivalent to a rural bank. It offers opportunities for accessing funds to people that otherwise do not have the opportunity to develop their business or to access funds from a regular bank. A regular bank will ask them to put a mortgage on their properties or to do a lot of paperwork related to a small grant of, let's say, $500 to buy a new machine or $1,000 to increase a crop or to do something that is related to a property. This project, we started it, or we developed it up in the highlands of Costa Rica, which is about a couple of hours from San Jose on the Pan American Highway. We call it the Trinidad project because that's the main community where we started to work, and that's where we have one of the bird observatories in the highlands. This is a really interesting area for seeing a lot of birds, quetzals, and many endemic birds do live in this area. So that's a couple of hours from San Jose. Resuming, this is the 4 credit committees that we have thus far. The one that says Bird Observatory is actually La Trinidad. That's the local town. Thus far, we have 4 committees on their way. A committee is pretty much a group of people that gets organized within the community to create one of these banks. They are equipped with a capital of $6,000 each one, and they all get training, advanced training on how to manage those $6,000 funds that they will have. Our experience dates back to 25 years ago when we started micro-lending projects in Costa Rica. So our club has about $900,000 in capital spread out the country in several projects. Some of those, $600,000, we have it in a portfolio of micro-lending countrywide in different areas of the country. This is the first time that we actually go and do micro-lending up at the highlands. So this is the first opportunity that a lot of these people have to access some small funds for their farms or projects or ideas. Now, we're still working on deciding where to put the 5th committee. We are still working with the communities. This is a process that takes quite some time because our Rotary Club and the feeder plan, which is the foundation manages the funds for these people. We have to go to the community, socialize with the community, establish a link between us and the community before we actually go ahead and say, well, here's $6,000, you can pay it back. So the first thing that we do is we establish a relationship. Of course, with the Trinidad, we already had a relationship because the town was founded by my grandfather, and father was born there, and I've always been there. And they call me Little Pablo, which is sometimes not too much. So the interesting thing about this project is that the first stage is a long stage of training every single one of those committees in micro-lending. So they have to undergo 15 training sessions about micro-lending that go from subjects like how do I run my business, what is micro-lending, how do I approve or disapprove a loan, what kind of warranty should I ask. And those are really interesting because there's a board within the community, and this board within the community actually decides, they are the ones deciding where the money goes and what is the kind of procedures and information that they request from everyone. So FinderPac, which is this foundation that works in microlending in Costa Rica, they do provide all of this training, and they also provide them training on business management, accounting. It's a full process that they have to undergo before you can actually get a check for $6,000 so they can bring loans to the community. We have also participated in the process of identifying several projects with the community members. So we have gone and we have talked to the people in the community, and we have coached them to some extent into the development of their business idea or their micro-lending project. So on the left we have Marcos and Marcos' wife Milagro. They have blackberries, but they have this wonderful idea of transforming blackberries into jam, and they want to use some of this money to create a brand and to buy some machinery so that they can actually transform like raw strawberry, blackberries into like a brand that has like a hippie name on it and market countrywide. So we also have people like Esteban and Natalia. They do already have an egg production. They produce organic eggs, but they want to access some of these funds so they can increase the size of the chicken coops. So they can provide eggs to somebody like my father. He owns a fast food chain, and he wants to buy eggs, but he cannot buy just a few eggs. He buys eggs by thousands. So they need to increase their capacity within their farm in order to provide, him with the amount of eggs that he will need on a weekly basis. So that's the kind of projects that we're trying to facilitate. We also have Teresa, who does the best homemade bread in the community, which I love. Every time I go there, I'm sure buy a box of bread because it's amazing, it's awesome. But she doesn't have an oven big enough to be able to sell to big organizations like my father. So what we're trying here, we're not solving poverty. I mean, we're not promising anyone that we're going to make them rich. We're just providing them with the opportunity to increase and to develop their small idea into something that is feasible and that it will have access to a real market. So from then on, it will be their own thing to just make it grow. Right now, we're in the process of training all of these people. It's been really interesting. So right now, there's a few things that we can do that are related to the capacity building within the community. So I would like to see at some point, people coming down to Costa Rica from clubs up here, from clubs down in Costa Rica, getting together, going to the communities and helping them brainstorm about, business ideas, what kind of things. That's how business are generated. They are generated through just brainstorming with people with more experience, people who have seen other things in other places. Arcata is a place full of like, different things, which is wonderful. And I think that, the expertise here can go down there, just talk to people that will help them with the capacity building. In a more classic sense, we want to also develop small projects related to school supplies. Down in Costa Rica, a kid with no school supplies can drop out of school, especially in high school is a problem. Sometimes they don't have the resources to stay in high school. And those sometimes are basic stuff, like a backpack and some school supplies. In a place that is as touristy as the Trinidad or as the Highlands, bird guides might make a difference for somebody as learning, the birds of the area and be able to at some point become a field guide, for example, or training courses. Adopt a school. We have schools that might benefit from. There's 5 communities right now, and if we provide them with, we adopt one of those schools in one of the educational projects that we have. Right now we have a program with the Cornell University called Bird Smooth International. It's a 10-week program that costs about $700 per year per school. It's a really interesting program in which we can provide them with knowledge on birds, science, and we can coach them in training to have a professional life. So this is what I have for you today. I really appreciate your help. We're moving forward with the project, and if you would like more information, I'll leave you.